Okay, hello beautiful Libra people. My name is Jessica from Prospect Park Tarot, and I'm here to deliver to you your monthly reading for the month of August 2020. This reading will be for anybody who has their sun, moon, or ascendant in the sign of Libra. Before I get started, I am sharing this message to every video that I post. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for returning. If you are not a subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me today. What I want to share is that I am using a new tarot deck and I'm also using a new oracle deck. I really love the way I connect with these two cards, and I just want to shake up the readings a little bit and see if a new vibe comes through. Without further ado, I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's get started. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Spirit, for using me as a vessel to transmit those messages that you believe the Libra people deserve to hear at this time for the month of August 2020. I ask for confidence, I ask for clarity, and I ask for cohesion as we embark upon this reading to give the Libra people what it is that they need to move forward in the month of August 2020. Please speak to me and through me at this time. Only your messages above my biases. Thank you so much. All right, so now we will begin. The reading will begin when the first card falls. Ooh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the first one that came out was the Fool. Everybody's getting the Fool right now. So let me tell you how I am doing these readings. So how I do these readings, they are 9-card spreads. And I will explain each card. I will explain each card individually. And then once the whole spread is out, I will find the message or the storyline that Spirit wants me to give to you all. That way you can follow along. And if there's a correlation that I miss because of my experiences or whatever the case may be, you can find it for yourself, if that makes sense. But I'm still doing my job while we're here, so don't worry about that. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's start. So the Fool card talks about a new beginning. And with that being the first card of your spread, I get the feeling of you guys embarking on something brand new, or you guys returning to something old with a new mindset. Because this is the first card, there's no context behind it, so we'll keep shuffling to see what comes up after that. Wow, that one jumped out. All right, thank you. Thank you for that. All right, so the next one we have is the Hanged Man. It's in the reversed. However, we don't know which way it came out because it was upside down, left and right. So we're going to read it in both energies because it may work like that for different people who are seeing this message right now. So in the upright, the Hanged Man talks about needing to pause, needing to take a break, to self-reflect, and to understand the path which we've chosen, basically to see if that's the path that we need to continue down, and also to unload some baggage. So it may say that this new path that you're taking or this new journey that you're about to embark on, you can't take this bag with you. You can't take this relationship with you. You can't take this job with you. You can't take this attitude, this mindset with you. So this is the place where we drop off the things that are too heavy for us to continue. In the reverse, I get the feeling of somebody not wanting to let go of certain things. And with that being said, it's this feeling of being inhibited on our path, being inhibited on this new journey that we're taking because we don't want to let go of something. We don't want to look at something a different way. So we might return back to the same place over and over, going in circles. We don't want to let go of a relationship, or we don't want to let go of whatever. So with this card, it's definitely telling me whatever this new energy that you have entering your life, there is a need to reassess everything that is within it and see what is just too heavy to keep walking with. And whatever that is, I do encourage you to see the best way to let go of that situation or to lighten that load. Let's continue. Thank you so much. Ooh, these cards are so loud for you guys. All right, so the next one we have is the Six of Swords, which is that same energy. You guys are moving forward, but you guys are also moving away from something. Not only are you moving in a new direction, but you're moving in a new direction away from something that you were used to, because you have the Six of Swords right here. The Six of Swords talks about moving away from a situation that may have been rocky, a situation that may have caused us a lot of drama, a lot of conflict. And it's this feeling of, I need to pack my bags and I need to get out of the situation. And as you can see, these crows are still tied to this boat. So there's this feeling of, I can't necessarily go completely empty-handed, you feel me? But I still have to go. So after this hanged man position, after we let go of, break up with, or whatever that situation is, after we let go of that, there may be some things that are a little too complicated to sever ties with. And this one is saying, okay, you can proceed. It's going to slow you down a little bit, but I'm gonna bring you to a safer place by which you can begin to let go of these things in a way that is more sound for you. So right after that, beautiful. Okay, so right after that, we have the 9 and the 10 of Cups. Whatever it is that you are walking away from, and you'll know what it is because it's something that you want to walk away from, but something that you may not be completely confident enough to proclaim. But this is just that confirmation that whatever it is, yes, it is meant to be let go of. It is meant to lighten your load because you have new things coming in. You have this emotional fulfillment coming in a progressive manner because this 10 of Cups right here is what's going to be at the heart of your reading. So let's do one by one. First of all, we have this 9 of Cups. This 9 of Cups talks about comfort. It talks about hospitality. It talks about feeling good from the inside out. It talks about being able to accept all of these cups, all of these emotions that we may have felt throughout our journey, and just seeing our humanity in them, seeing our growth and our strength in them, and being so proud of how far we've come. And then you have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is that maturity. It's being emotionally mature to accept that strength and to wear it as a coat of armor, you know, and a coat of armor and a coat of happiness and joy, and being able to walk forward in a new path and allow yourself to be open when you were once closed. Because as you can see, these past cards are kind of dark, but then you move into these brighter energies right here in the present position. So it's this feeling of, I'm moving out of the dark into the light. But in doing so, I'm also opening myself up to the possibilities I have to these new things, although these older things might have misused my energy or misused my love or misused my valuable and precious time, okay? And this can also be embarking on your passions, embarking or spending more time with your children, or spending more time with the people that you love, spending more time with the people that love you. This is reciprocating that beautiful energy that you can share. The next one we have is Justice, period. This is your energy, you guys. So there's definitely this feeling of, I finally got what I deserved, okay? Or this person finally got what they deserved. And this is from divine karma. This is from, if you were in a situation and you handled it as best as you can, you handled it as civilly as you can, without letting go of your truth, without letting go of your voice, karma is rewarding you with a new kind of freedom from this situation, okay? It's separating this lighter body from this darker body that wants karma to always be negative and it to always be vengeance and get back energy. This is also that feeling of balance. This is a feeling of, okay, you know, these energies, these negative energies are still here, but that's okay because I'm going to balance them out with victory. I'm going to balance them out with forgiveness. I'm going to balance them out with compassion and understanding for the role I played in my life and for the roles that other people played in my life, okay? Let's keep it pushing. I love this already, but I want to see what this is moving us towards, if that makes sense. Thank you so much. All right, this is amazing. So you guys might also be entering a new relationship. This could be a work relationship. This could be a romantic relationship, or this could be a stronger bond that you have with somebody already in your life. I'm seeing that because we have the 8 of Wands first. So there's definitely this energy of things starting to move once you cut those things that were holding you back. With this Hanged Man right here, this thing was like, no, please don't grow without me. No, please don't embark on this new journey without me. These energy vampires, I feel. But there's this feeling of, as soon as I let that go, my 8 of Wands came. I started to feel the emotions that I've repressed before. I'm starting to see, the directions in which I can go, what I'm now capable of now that I've let go of this certain situation with this Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands talks about progress. It talks about rapid movement. It talks about things picking up pace, you picking up pace, life picking up pace, whatever the case may be. And then we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands can be your energy, or it could be someone around you. This is the energy of the leader. This is someone who is expansive. This is somebody who's spent so much time cooped up. Like when we put babies in swaddles and they sleep like this, and as soon as we take them off, they go like that. It's that energy. Finally, I'm allowed to expand my vision. I'm allowed to expand my limbs. I'm allowed to start reaching for things because I let go of a certain situation or a certain perception. This could be attitudes as well. Let's not forget that. Forget that. It's not always about people in our life, although a lot of times it has to do with that, because our mental environment is manifested physically in people, in relationships that we accept, but it doesn't always have to be that. It could just be that we were super negative about a situation, or we felt like a certain thing couldn't happen for us. But now you are getting these signs that yes, it can happen for you, but for it to continue to keep happening for you, you have to let go of the things that tell you that it can't. But with this King of Wands, again, I have that expansive energy that I feel. I also get this fiery masculine energy of I can, yes I can, and this is the direction I want to go in. This is very clearly somebody getting the fire under their ass that they needed. It might come from a new relationship, a new opportunity, or it might come from you. It might come from you finally conquering this line that we see in the back, finally conquering whatever weaknesses that you had, to realize that although we may feel weak, we don't always have to identify with that. We don't always have to put our names on things that we don't want to claim, quite simply. All right, so what's the last card of this spread looking like for us? Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it comes right under Justice. So I get the feeling that if you were in some kind of legal issue, although you are, the Libra, so you are always the sign of balance, always the sign of harmony, always the sign of, karma, basically. So if it was a legal issue that you're in, it's finally resolving itself, and it's finally giving you some kind of freedom that you've been needing, maybe feeling suffocated, but finally you can breathe. I'm also getting a feeling of a cycle that you may have been in, because there was something that you needed to understand, something that you needed to learn, maybe so you can appreciate these moments a little bit more, just so you can understand the value of your time, the value of your energy. But it's like there's this feeling of finally being able to exhale. Okay, this wheel can also talk about an opportunity for luck, you feel me? But let's be very clear that luck finds us when we go for it. So that means getting up and flexing your expansive energy. That doesn't just mean, oh, I feel expansive. That means since I feel expansive, let me do something that's out of my comfort zone. Let's do something that's out of my limits. And it seems like you're being rewarded with some kind of luck or some kind of opportunity that you may not have been aware that you could have. Underlying energy for all of this is the Knight of Wands. That's amazing, Libra people. You guys are moving forward. You guys are definitely moving forward, and you guys definitely deserve to move forward with this Knight of Wands right here. This is somebody who is ambitious. This is somebody who has a plan, somebody who has a sense of direction. And this is you entering that space because you had the courage. This is the card of courage as well. You had the courage to let go of something, that courage that you have to separate yourself from something, to say, I'm sorry, or to forgive somebody, or to just withstand the storm as it lasted. It rewards you with the fire that you always had. It rewards you with the ideas or the passions that you've always had. But now it's saying, let's do that. Let's do that. This shackle has been released from me. Let's start doing those things, okay? Let's pull some oracle cards and see if we need to clarify anything. So we'll do the oracle cards first. We have the Rebel deck and we have the Divine Feminine deck. We'll pull these first. if these kind of sum up the reading, we'll leave it as is. If there's something that I feel like is kind of hanging, kind of didn't deserve or didn't get the explanation it deserved, I'll go back and pull some clarifying energies. But right now I'm definitely getting the energy of, oh, it just feels like a big exhale to me. It feels like a big, okay, finally I can breathe. Okay, finally I can move forward. Definitely. If you are bound to something, find help. If you're addicted to something, find help. If you had a feeling like you needed to move away from something, but you kept looking for confirmation because for some reason you couldn't do it, here's your confirmation. Whatever it is that you feel tied to, let that shit go. And if it's too complex to completely let go of what you can and start moving. And when you begin to elevate and when you begin to connect more with your higher self, those heavy things fall away because they can't go that high. They can't vibrate that high anyway. So as soon as you get to that level, it's like, oh my God, okay, we don't connect anymore. We don't have the same vibe anymore. And then you start attracting the things that serve you. All right, let's get into it. So the first oracle we have is, you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. There's this feeling of the power's always here in this whole spread, even in this place where it kind of felt restricted. But definitely it's this feeling of being released from something. So the next one we have is, stop talking, shut your mouth and listen. So as it pertains to this one, maybe it is our mental faculties that are holding us back from making a certain decision. Maybe we keep worrying about, oh my God, but what if I do this and then this happens? There's this feeling of spirit saying, shh, we don't know what's gonna happen. All we can do is do. All we can do is see and try and just see what happens, because at the end of the day, Spirit always got your back. Spirit can always lead you where you want to go. And with this Justice card and with this Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting the feeling of just see what happens. Just see what happens if you follow your inner guide. Let's just see where it takes you. And then the next one you have is, you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. So maybe the thing that you're holding on to is some kind of pain. It may not be with a person. Maybe it just be within yourself. It could be a perspective that you have of people, a perspective that you have of your own opportunities and your own abilities, or something that may have happened in the past. But there's this feeling of releasing those emotions, releasing those binds that we've always been in. And obviously some emotions, like, childhood memories and all those things, they're not as simple as just, oh, I'm over it, I forgive myself. Sometimes those things are a little bit more complex. So what we can do now is give grace to all of the parts of ourselves that we can't let go of yet. And just say, you know what? You're here because of what I've been through. You're here because you wanted to protect me at some point. So it's okay. I respect you. I trust you. I understand you. And I love you so much for protecting me. But I want to go here now. So you can either get in and let's go, or you can trail on the back of my boat and you'll just fall away when I get too far from you. You feel me? So with this one, it gives me the feeling of, if you need to cry, if you need a release, if there's things that you've been feeling but things that you haven't been owning up to, that might be the thing that releases the energy that's been pent up inside of you. Okay, and let's pull one Divine Feminine Oracle card. It comes with this booklet, so I'll read the oracle and then I'll read the meaning that it has in the booklet. 2 meaning, I'm sorry, we can't take 4. At the most, we will take 2, but please give me 1. Thank you so much, Spirit. Let's start from back up here, just in case those cards want to come back out. All right. Let's just give me 1. Maximum 3, 4 again. You guys want it? Let me just give all 4 of these oracles to you. That means they'll take a little longer because I'm going to read them straight out of the booklet. So if you get bored with it, just turn it off. If you feel like you need it, keep listening. So let's see which 4 you have. I can't read them, I'm so sorry. And I don't want to butcher these names, just in case you guys are familiar with them. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, she's so disrespectful, she can't pronounce these names. So I'll try to show them to you as best as I can, and I'll read the subtitles that come with them. This one is Sarada Devi. the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. The next one says Mirabai or Mirabai. This one says, it's the saint of true freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. The next one says Lakshmi, I believe. So sorry, guys, if you know these words and I'm mispronouncing them. Please give me grace. This one is the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. I love that. And the last one, it says Parvati. Do you see that? Okay, this one is the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to my love, my soul evolves. All right, so I will read every single one of these. If there's one or two or three or four that resonated with you, stick around for the meaning. So let's get into it. Give me just 1 second to find each of these cards in the booklet. All right, so this first one right here, I'm going to read it word for word. Unless I begin to get too tongue-tied, then I'll try my best to paraphrase. So this is the first card that we are reading for. It says, this card loved all her disciples unconditionally and equally. In her teaching, she emphasized that there is no such thing as a stranger. She encouraged her devotees to understand that everyone we meet is actually a part of us and is connected to us. And that if we want to experience true peace, we need to own the fault and judgment that we project onto others. We need to see our own faults and forgive them with love. This card whispers gently to us, no one is a stranger, my child. This whole world is your own. So if something keeps showing up in the people we meet and in the relationships we are cultivating, this card asks us to meet them from within us, meaning the aspects of this other person that might be causing us pain or frustration or just plain aversion. These same aspects exist within us. Unless we are willing to really meet with these aspects within us, the universe will keep presenting them to us in our relation. Wow, let me read that again. Unless we are willing to really meet with these aspects within us, the universe will keep presenting them to us in our relationships. It is not to piss us off. It is to free us. That's amazing. It's out of deep love for us to fully heal. The goal here is for us to love ourselves fiercely from within, without judgment or shame for where we are in the moment. The goal is to let us mother ourselves with unconditional love. That's amazing, you guys. So the freedom that you may be seeking might be from accepting the people around you, accepting the circumstances around you. Okay, let's get into the other one. Give me just 1 second. All right, so here we go with the second one. Often without even realizing it, we make choices based on external expectations on how we think other people will perceive our actions. This card is about doing what's right for you and no one else. Ultimately, you can know what needs to be done or said. You have this one brief life, and every second of it matters. This card is about standing up for what you know is right, for you even if others will judge you for it. The fear of being persecuted can convince us not to be true to who we really are. There is a love, though, that's far greater than human constructs and cultural values. Love isn't ethical. Love isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. Love, in whatever way it finds us, asks us to stay loyal to our own soul. Any outside force or person who asks us to betray our most intimate relationship with the divine isn't acting out of love. And let's get into this next one. Give me just 1 second again to find that card. I love these so much. If you're still here, you feel it? Because I feel it. Shoo, I wish I was a Libra right now. All right, let me find that one really quickly. Okay, perfect. All right, so this one says, abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth, but are bereft, I think that word is pronounced right, of a sense of purpose or a greater vision of their life, and so are left feeling lost. While others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. I'm so sorry with these words, you guys. Please give me some grace. This card is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our very action with the work our soul has come here to do. This card reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? This card is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. This card represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of our mind we enter when we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. And let's get into the last one, and I will let you guys go right after this. Just 1 second again. Okay, so this one is the last one. It's the goddess of devotion. What is soft, gentle, and nurturing like water can be far more powerful than what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. This card is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, this card is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold. Open and release clenched in fear or stress. All we're doing this month for you guys is release. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved. And this bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the subtler act of simply abiding, not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present. Letting devotion inhabit us in moments when our ego has typically fled infuses us with the capacity to transform all of our relationships. Devotion is not attachment. It's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover, this friend, this child or family member, this soul within you can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship. Love. A love that can never leave, and like a mountain that can never move. A love that evolves the soul. So, I believe I've said enough. I've read 4 oracle cards for you all. I'm wishing you all freedom. I'm wishing you all peace and strength, and to find that which makes your soul sing when your soul has been held hostage for so long. I hope you all Libra people have a great day and have a great rest of your month, and we will be speaking soon. Thank you.